Hello and welcome back to UniversiD&D.
Yeah.
My name is Blake Croft and I will be your dungeon master for the evening, and it is my pleasure to introduce the players.
Santiago Sepulveda.
Kylie Brewer.
Alex Moore.
Katie Muir.
Jake Gonzalez.
And Guy the birthday boy.
Yeah, I'm actually here this time.
It's your birthday!
We're eating birthday cake made by our very own
Young
Kylie
Kylie.
Brewer.
So good.
Thank you,
Thank you
Kylie.
so much.
Very
I already
delicious.
ate it.
Me too. I finished mine.
You
Great. So, welcome.
Yeah, I was like, sweating.
You guys do.
Can we cut that one out?
Welcome to
No,
episode
no.
15, part 2. What? We're in
Double digits.
We're double digits? Great. See, for you, that was made a week ago. For me, that was made about 3 minutes ago.
That joke.
If you end up enjoying this video, leave a like on it. Let us know down in the comments. Consider subscribing, join our Discord, and consider supporting us on Patreon because there's some awesome exclusive content over there that I think you guys would really, really like. And yeah, I guess quick announcements. Does anyone else have anything? Oh, Jacob and Alex, you have something.
We actually do.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Every week you have.
Yeah, you have the floor.
Okay. Check out our new show, Dungeons and Dormitories,
Yeah.
live every. Sage, can you voice over what day it comes
Yeah,
out?
say the voice it over.
Yeah,
Um,
just
You will
put a
not
clip
edit.
in it.
Put the clip in too.
Yeah,
Let's put the clip in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And without any further ado, let's roll the intro.
In a world where a bunch of kids play D&D, they also try to balance university. So let us introduce ourselves formally, and welcome to a brand new land of normalcy.
With some initiative, they know the definition of getting a crit in position and behind the villain. In other words, flanking the mimic to get a second attack. It's smooth and fast, prepping to cast a fireball. Hit them all with the third level blast. I know. Hope it's overcast to see destructive wrath. From a holy man, but he ain't the only man. To strike gold, he got a brutal barbarian. Every turn, the dragon lands another blow. Spitting flames like a fighter with a blessed bow. Shards of ice into the fire with no doubt. Ghostly form behind your back, sneak attack lights out.
It's UniversiD&D. We're here to work and play and earn our bachelor's degree. Yeah. Now everybody sing it with me, 'cause it starts right now. Count it 1, 2, 3.
And welcome back to
What the-
UniversiD&D. Guy and I just had a very nerdy conversation about binary. Great. Last we left off, our adventurers have left the city of Inkberry, where they had met Pierce Vadon in the Wandering Crossroads, who had given them access to the SS Floating Kobold to take them to Brooktail, up a little bit northern, into the eastern shores. On their way, you encountered a group of pirates with Captain Emery and his crew. What are you doing? Oh, are you making... Yeah, true. Let's play the clip of you doing that.
No, yeah. No, I'll just.
play the clip.
Yeah, if we ever get emotes or something, there should be one.
The slow-mo close up on it.
You encountered Captain Emery and his crew, took his dagger and coat. You had also had a stormy vision. It's a good episode title. We'll talk about it. Stormy visions.
What?
Stabby.
And
Cut that
you
out.
had spoken to your
Someone
ring,
flip
to
it.
Krim in your ring. You had also encountered a traveling coral reef that seemed to be some sort of turtle that was about a mile long, right before you encountered the ports of Brooktail. You had not really done much exploring around the city as you immediately went to the prison where Garnet was being held. You got access to his cell where you had spoken to him. He was a former child of the Watcher who had been given this prophecy, but did not give you much of the information, any of the specifics about what he had been told, because he wanted to see his son, he was technically not supposed to have under his oath, but life happens. You all had...
It's a regular Anakin
Anakin.
Skywalker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that guy's a regular Anakin Skywalker. Miria, you had transformed into him after picking the lock. Kasha, you would turn him invisible, and you all began to walk out with the guard, Samson. Walking down the hallways. Really, as you all, there's so many footsteps that Garnet's presence, invisible, is not really detectable.
And
I actually thought of that.
Unless by magical means. So as you all walk down the first set of stairs, down again, you come out into the main lobby. The warden opens the door. Find everything all right?
Yeah.
All right.
We may need to come back tomorrow or.
He goes back one by one and gets your weapons with some of the guards, and hands.
I'll step in front of Maria.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
They start to hand you one by one and begins to hand to Miria as well,
Miria
to
had
Alice.
weapons, too.
She did.
To
I'm
Alice,
gonna get,
a whole handful.
Into the backpack.
Oh, sure. Puts it in the backpack. Samson tells me you all might be coming back.
Yep.
Shouldn't be
Same time tomorrow.
a problem. We will see you then.
Thank you so
Sounds good.
much.
Thank
This has been an unbelievable help. You have no idea.
How are we gonna pick the lock back in? Just out of here.
I think it's just.
She can.
Yeah.
I do have expertise.
Great.
It's gonna be rough.
So, you all head out of the door to the prison and into the sunlight. It's about 1 o'clock. You all head past the outer wall. Are you dropping Garnet's invisibility or keeping it on?
I'm keeping it up for a little while and just keeping my tail on his
So what
back
if he
or
really just
something.
runs?
Silent image only lasts for 10 minutes.
Don't worry.
So I'm like,
Keeping in contact with
Garnet,
Okay, so your silent image kind of fades.
Yeah.
But nobody's watching as you head out into the city.
Garnet, can you hear me?
Yeah?
Okay, shut up. We're trying to keep you quiet.
You're a snarky no response.
Just stay close to me.
If you could see a face, it would be like,
yeah, you can feel the look that it gives you.
I've got some cheese and
I
some
see that.
chocolate.
you feel just a shift in the air.
I'm a mess.
Great.
Yeah.
As you walk
She
through the
judges
city,
me.
you feel as you start to like curve, he kind of tugs your tail to head more to the north, past the vendor's place. Follow me. Right. As you all start to head past.
No, he does have no clothes right now, huh?
He's wearing about a loincloth.
We got Alice's clothes.
Is
I
it gonna
mean-
fit?
This dude's like 6'1".
I
bro.
have.
Probably not.
It's a unit.
You probably have. I have a long
I mean,
green cloak.
I'll give him my.
Alice's clothes
That's
fit
true.
like Aerodale
They're
though.
stretchy, but they kind of turn into high water.
It's like a long. It's like a long cloak, right? The sailor's jacket that I have.
I do have common clothes.
Do you just have them? Nice.
Am I wearing
They
them
have
under my? Am I
traveler's
butt
clothes.
naked under my armor? Probably
I'm pretty sure
not.
you're wearing it.
Yeah, I think I'm wearing them.
I'll give him the jacket. At least.
Okay.
And in the middle of the street, we're like here into
So
the
as you like kind of like hang a
But-
jacket on it invisible, it just like turns invisible.
Are we
But
kind of out of the sight of
you're out of the sight of the prison, yeah.
no, anyone?
Oh no. So you're kind of like
Yeah,
walking through the main street. Your tail kind of like wrapped around the air. But as you continue making your way down across cobbled
Maybe I have a
streets,
great
these
idea.
streets are a lot more like they are actual like even cobbled stone, and you see carts like pass down them without too much like shakiness or anything. You see, as you head north, the streets, the buildings start to get a little less grand and, like multiple stories. These are like mansions and manors. They start to get a little more residential, a little more kind of gritty as you see some of like, this is kind of where the sailors hang out, closer to the northeastern parts of the city that you've walked into. But Willow kind of tugs your tail down. There's like a part between two buildings, just a very slim alleyway as he starts to pull away and you kind of follow. It's probably only wide enough for like one person at a time, but you all kind of single file head in there. The walls are, one side is like white stone brick edge of a pretty nice building, and the other is like a faded pink, smaller, probably residential home with a slanted roof, tiled roof.
Disappear.
Are you dropping the invisibility? You're kind of in a dark alley.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
no.
as you drop it, you see Garnet appear with basically the cloak or the coat like bundled up. He actually looks a lot more. You can tell he's very refreshed to see the sun again. Follow me this way. heads down to the end of an alley. Probably very hard to find if he had just given you directions. To the left. Trailing back around the edge of this building, but this alley does not open into the streets. And you see, like, a bunch of fallen in stones kind of at the bottom, at the base of one of the buildings, as its base is kind of like lifted, as if it was on like a little raised platform, stairs to get up. There are fallen stones as he kind of like moves them aside, as he gets down on his knees and moves them aside, and you see a small hole fit for crawling. It's a little tight, but follow me this way.
If we go in with you, we won't trigger the alarms or traps.
Well, I can disable them from the inside.
Thank you.
As you wait up, as he goes down, you hear a bunch of clicks, like keys turning almost.
Eviscerating.
As he like crawls, you hear footsteps. You're good. Go ahead and follow down. So as you all start to like crawl, it is a very cramped space, especially for like Blitz, like you with your shield and stuff, like you can barely fit through, as like rocks are like, rocks and dirt are kind of like falling all
Flies
over
is
you
just like-
as you crawl through this very small tunnel that is pretty much pitch black. As you like see, you feel like pressure plates at almost like every turn. And you see, like, those of you who have dark vision look around and you see small like openings where like darts could come through, maybe like flames. You see certain like needles that are like pressed into the wall that are almost sitting on like a spring of sorts, and they look rather like rusted over time. This is a very bad place to be.
That ain't good.
And you see like it's not only like pressure plates, it's also like there's a few like trip wires that have gone slack, but they're fairly easy to navigate, as this tunnel is about 20 feet long, and it opens up into a smaller room.
I'm gonna like try and keep a hand like on Damien's foot or something, or whoever's in front of me that has dark vision.
Alright.
In the dark, you feel a hand.
Like
I was like,
You come up into another very small dark room that's just like a box, and those of you with dark vision see Garnet standing there.
I want to find a boss to sit up.
I've disabled the traps. You should be good going forward. As he takes you, he opens this door that is like on the corner, that is like it opens just barely, almost like a 45-degree angle, and into like a little corner corridor, and follows down a very slim hallway that you kind of have to like put your back against the wall and like slide along. And again, like sand and dirt like falls on you.
Running away from this place would be really, really awkward.
But you eventually see a sliver of a door on the other side that seems to be the same 45-degree angle with a little bit of light. It's pretty much silent. There's no noise coming from the inside, but Garnet stands ahead. And he looks in the door and steps forward, and you see who's behind him.
Probably me.
You see a small crossbow pressed up against his head as he steps forward, and he kind of laughs. Willow. And you see there's like a moment of tension, and as the rest of you kind of step into the room, the sun has basically perched behind this wall. He has, as he had described, very light gray hair, one green eye, one blue, freckles all over his face. He's very small, but seems to be able to hold his own. And you see there are just tears streaming down his face as he embraces his father in a large hug. The rest of the room is very much like a very small living space. Nothing suitable for, months of living. This is like an attic that you would like store things in. It's very hot in this room. There's no venting. There's none of that. You see like a pile of like hay in the corner as like probably serves as like an all-purpose area for basically every need. You also see like crates and barrels of food and things like that, turned over, like cans of emptied food, and a few barrels that seem to be like a little bit full of water. It's a very dim lit place. There's like one torch on the wall.
Any exits other than this?
Nope, no exits other than this one.
Okay. I want you to lean my back against the door.
Okay. As you all step into the room, you back against the door.
Cool.
Garnet starts crying as well. It's neither of them speak for quite a long time. There's a tense silence where you can only hear their intermittent sobs before Garnet like pulls back and, I'm so sorry. They took me away. I didn't mean to leave you. Willow steps back and I stayed here, like you said. Like you said, if you'd ever go missing, you just stay and wait, and I did. I waited. And you're here. And we can be happy again.
I'm just gonna hold Damien close.
And Garnet. Willow, I'm afraid I won't be here for long. I've done a bad thing. And you see Willow's like choked up with sobs. Just like tearing down his face. Miss Reinbach will take care of you, I'm sure. Head there. You mustn't rely on me anymore. And he looks him in the eyes and he like gets down on one knee. You're a grown man now, Willow. You can take care of yourself.
He's 9 years old.
It's not.
Be like that in the washers.
Oh my god.
I believe in you. And you see like Garnet getting choked up at this point. You see like tears welling in his eyes. Love you. But I have to go now. I'll hopefully see you again. But Daddy's gotta go now. And you see Willow just like is in tears. And he's like he without words begs him. But it's clear that Garnet is not here to be swayed otherwise. You'll be a stronger man without me, Willow. It was meant to be that you will grow and be the type of man that I could not. I will see you soon. And you see, as he has like, since he started talking, refused to let another tear fall. As one starts to escape, he turns away And Willow tries to like grab onto his leg. And without speaking, Garnet pulls his hands off. I'm sorry, but this is how it has to be. He opens the door. He starts to head out the corridor.
Where's he going?
Just leave him.
I him straight after him.
Willow is left in like just a pile of tears. He's a mess. But you can tell Garnet, it was not his intention to stay and be sappy. It was his intention to just explain and to say goodbye and to tell him where to go.
I'm gonna... shoot. Jeez. I don't know. Willow, we're friends with your daddy.
He's a good man.
I think so too. I know it's really scary right now, but I think several of us can. We've been through similar experiences. Do you need help getting where you're going?
No, I could take care of myself.
I bet
I'm a
you
grown
can.
boy now.
You are.
I'm gonna kneel down. And I'm gonna take out my my gold. I'm gonna pull out 50.
Bruh.
Offer to him.
Thank you.
Take it.
He takes it.
Oh yeah, Damien?
My daddy.
You got more?
I'll give him
He
51.
I'm gonna
looks-
give him chocolate.
Oh shit!
He looks at you in the eyes. Oh, you're giving him
1/8
chocolate.
of
I'll
a.
give him a little bit of chocolate. I'll
You
give him
cute.
1/8 of a pound of chocolate.
Take off a few pieces. He and saves some of the rest for later. My daddy had a good choice of friends.
I'm not there, but no, he did.
You see him start to like put a few cans of food into like a backpack that he has laying next to the hay.
If anyone.
You see Flightless start to like waddle over to him. And he turns to Alice, but
Oh,
she's
no.
not there. And Alice's silent image is not up.
No. It's been gone for a long time.
He looks around to like try to see where Alice is. And he just signs this many times. And
No.
you see Willow like pack his things and put it over his shoulder and then look at Flightless. And sign back to him.
I can't.
Flightless kind of cocks his head. And he turns back at you. And for the first time, you see Flightless, his little beak kind of go crooked into a little bit of a smile. And he points back. And Willa steps forward. He says we both need help.
We cannot. Oh my god.
Dang.
We cannot get another kid. Come on.
We
No, they're gonna go
can't
together.
make this choice
Oh.
without
The
Miriam.
dingle?
He says
Oh, we can like play. Oh no, but I need.
You have to.
You don't need Flightless. You just want to kill him.
Otherwise, he's gonna be gone, and then how's Flightless gonna find him?
Go.
He said we could go together.
Dude, what?
Okay.
You serious?
You know what? I think that's a good idea.
But-
But he.
Miss Reinbach has plenty of children. I'm sure he'll be in good hands.
Yeah, we're taking too long. We'll come back to the room.
We
You see Garnet like pauses near the traps, but doesn't turn back.
He's got to say goodbye to someone first, if that's alright.
I understand.
Yeah.
So we can probably see you again tomorrow. Just us.
All right. I will wait here then.
Okay.
You're
And-
going to make him stay in this shithole for even an hour longer? I mean,
Hmm?
it's just not fair.
Yeah, why would you wait here? Just go to the
We-
new home.
we
And tell
can't-
us where it is.
Alice will understand, will she not?
Hmm?
She wants him to be safe.
Will you
But
please?
I know I'm not the most sensitive all the time, but I would feel really, really bad if I just let Flyless go when Alice is not here.
That's true.
Where will you be staying? Can you give us?
Can we just follow you there?
We can bring him to you tomorrow. Or something.
Yes, it's Miss Reinbach's home. It's in the northern part of town. It's a large blue building.
How much time has passed since we left the prison?
About an hour and a half.
We can do it the same day, can we not? Aren't we taking it back to the prison right now?
The prison's gonna be like visiting hours.
They're gonna be like, I don't. It's fine. It's fine. We can be like, oh yeah, we just thought of something else. It's fine.
Oh, cool. I think she's saying that we told the prison we'd be back tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that was my process.
We can try it.
Oh, one quick question. Hey guys.
I'll wait here, and I really don't mind. I have some things to pack anyway.
We can't get in though, can we?
I'll disable the traps.
Only when you hear us. All right.
All right.
Is
Just,
there
just shout for me.
Is there something we can say so you know it's us?
Sure. Just say my name.
Have courage, Willow.
I'll try.
Yeah, bro, I gave him a fist bump.
Dude, that's better than the gold.
Yeah, you give him 50 gold.
Well, we'll get more.
I guess
True.
so, but Jesus Christ.
In my head, I'm like, there's a 25% chance that he just gets mugged.
No.
It's a 50-50 if he gets mugged.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, well, then I rolled a
Your
d4
D2,
now.
yeah.
Flightless kind of turns to you.
Would you?
He says he'll stay here for now.
Tell him Alice will be back soon.
He says all right.
Well,
Oh no.
where'd you learn to move your hands like that?
My dad taught me.
He just said.
Said it was a secret code so we could communicate without anyone else knowing.
True. I actually hadn't thought of that one.
Dude, is that part of the code?
Flightless makes that exact noise.
That's the one noise he can make.
You see Flightless and Willow sit down near the hay and
Willow!
they start
Kind of
to
tough.
they start to sign back and forth.
They're not saying goodbye yet. God.
Break the tree.
Chill, bro, chill.
Okay.
Chill.
Where's Guard?
Yeah, we gotta go interrogate
We're
Garden
gonna
now.
go.
Yeah, as you head out the
Beat 'em.
corridor
Alright, got it.
and see Garnet in the hallway, he is kind of like, just like trying to gain his composure again.
Garnet, you're a strong man, and we'll do our best to rightfully set you free. You don't deserve to be locked up like that.
The kid deserves better than me anyway. He's a good kid. He'll do well for himself. Gets down on his knees and starts to crawl. As you all crawl back, we're going to actually flip back to the prison.
Oh no!
Oh no.
And I need everyone else to leave the table.
Oh.
Bro, you about to get shoved. You about to get shoved.
Back in the cell, you had taken the form of Garnet. As you sit on the floor in your robes, you feel vulnerable. You feel shapeless, as though you have lost the identity that you had once held. Even though Alice was not there with you, you still feel like a presence has vanished. And as you sit, are you facing the cell or the wall? Like the outer corridor?
Yeah, I'm facing him.
Okay. As you look out, you see another prisoner in the cell across from you, who lays asleep in his cot. And you see like a shadowy form lurk ahead of him. Just wisps of darkness before craning its head over to you. This appears to be one of the black silhouettes that you see in the form of Miri. You see another one down the hallway. Usually you have something around you, shelter, a person that you can look to, feel safe. Nothing now. There's an empty cell. There's no one around. It is silence. You see them start to come out of the ground. Two of them pass through the cells on the other side. And you hear voices. Miria.
I kind of turn back towards the wall and just try to like close my eyes and.
As you turn back towards the wall, you hear. Don't try to hide from us. We know. And it's like swirls of whispers as you see dark silhouettes start to crowd around you. We know. And you feel their coldness get closer and closer. And right before they touch you, you hear. Garnet. It is another guard. Stingray. Your lunch is ready. Kind of like bowl clatters against the ground. The dark silhouettes have dissipated for now. Slop pushes it through the cell bars. Again. Hope you enjoy.
I take it.
He starts to head, clatters on the ground. He feeds the prisoner next to you. Puts a key in the wall of the door, slides down again. He walks through and slides back up. You're left once again in the darkness. Miria. You hear, but do not see these figures. Why won't you help us? Help us. Help us.
I don't know what you want.
You see, as you look up, you are met with a shadowy face, sunken in holes for eyes, down on its knees, long shadowy claws. You can help us. You're the only one.
Tell me what to do. I don't.
He looks back down at the ground before dissipating in a swirl of smoke. Another one trails around. You do not remember, do you? The wall.
you're talking about. Please just tell me. Tell me what to do and I'll do it.
You had seen the faces of all those who had died. You had seen what did nothing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Figure stands and walks away. And another one emerges from the wall. Just the face and the hands. And the darkness caresses the sides of your head. Help us, Miriam. Find the wall. Help us. Before dissipating. And as you kind of bury your head in your hands, the voices leave you alone for the time being. Can we have everyone back in here, please?
I got hosed.
Welcome.
Okay. Charlie doesn't look happy right now.
We're hiding in the bathroom.
Way on years.
That's not
What did you just say?
I got hosed.
Oh yeah?
What happened?
Didn't know you gardened.
Yeah. Counts.
Kylie, how
So,
you doing?
Kylie, you can leave the table and roll up. No, I'm just.
Oh my god.
You brought the back?
Gotcha.
God, alright. Did you get jumped in prison?
Great. So you all,
So, yeah.
the rest of you, actually only the 5 of you, not Flightless,
Yo,
but
shut up.
Garnet heads with you.
I'll cast
You emerge from the
invisibility
cord.
again.
Okay. So do you have? That's 2 second-level spell slots.
That's 2 single
Great.
ones.
So you
That's
emerge
correct.
from this little tunnel down below this building, through the alley once again. Are you headed back to the prison?
I suppose so.
No, we have to interrogate him first.
Oh,
True.
We can spend the night doing that. And then
Maybe don't
we
turn
can
him
go back and return him the next morning.
Would you use invisibility on him? That's what
I
I
don't think we need a
I
whole thing.
did. Because I thought
Well,
we were
we
going
told
back
the
to
guards we were
prison,
coming
but
back
it doesn't
next
make any
morning.
sense for
I
us to
don't think they're gonna
interrogate
hold us to that. Really, I don't think they'll be like, you said tomorrow. You said tomorrow.
One visit
No.
a day.
Yeah, but
You don't
I,
get to come back.
I do wanna. I wanna
You're gonna
take my
care.
sweet time, like interrogating him.
him. When we're,
I have a zone of truth.
They
Yeah.
put a sign up on the door.
I'll
Don't
just
come
you
back,
know
don't
holding tail. Garnet, I know that was kind of a lot back there, but
So he kind of like stares at the ground. Is he still invisible? Wait, you can you can wreck on the
maybe
invisibility.
retcon.
If you're still in the alley, I assume you'll
Yeah.
cast it once you get out of the alley.
yeah, I'm gonna wreck on that.
Why don't we just interrogate him in the alley?
Where and when should we ask you what we need to ask you?
I think right now is good.
Yeah, well, there's in the alley, so it's like
It's not
an
gonna
alley
show
and
up.
then another alley, and then there's like a little like corner like circle where the buildings kind of open up, where you can all kind of stand, and then the little jut out into the tunnel. So you're pretty far. Like the sounds of the city are very like silenced and hushed.
Period.
You can ask now. Feel free. I have done all I need to.
May I take somewhat of a precaution of sorts?
Of course.
Just gonna make sure you don't tell us any lies. I trust you. I do. But just to be sure.
I understand completely.
Can you stand like a little bit that way?
Sure. He stands at the end of the corner.
Just don't resist.
His zone of
Zone of
truth.
truth.
You feel that he does not resist your zone of truth.
Don't resist.
Right?
Don't
Scorching me. Scorching me.
Go on.
I've never done this before, but in my prayers, I believe he will not lie to you.
It's good to me.
He like looks down to see if like anything's different about him, but ask away. I guess I can start at the beginning. Unless you have any specific questions.
Tell us the story.
Beginning's good.
Yeah, we'll ask questions that was
Very good
yeah.
place to start, I hear.
Yes. Well. I was a child of the Watcher. 15 years of my life. He had given me a few small prophecies.
How does one become a child of the Watcher? Are you all chosen, or was it?
Some are born into it. I was discovered. A man approached me. Welcome back.
Thank you.
A man approached me in a valley of my life. I was desperate, I was lonely, I was sad. I had nothing else to do. The Watcher took me in, showed me his ways. Let the worries of the world sweep over me, as if I held no responsibility but to observe. It went well for years. He would tell me things. Beautiful things. Magical things, really. I shouldn't go into detail. But none of it was detrimental to the entire population of our world. None of it was more than the occasional death, which even then I grimaced at. But a few months ago, the Watcher began to tell of a being. Something that did not come from this world. Something alien that had begun to sow the seeds of havoc upon our land.
How long ago?
A few months, I do not remember. Something alien.
For the perceptive people, Blitz perks up at this. When he said otherworldly specifically.
I'm like, don't notice at all.
Often notice.
I noticed.
The Watcher told me this being would slowly drain the life force of the continent, little by little.
Has this happened before, Vernon?
In other continents, Vernon?
I don't know.
What else do you know?
I know that this being was said to... The Watcher told me South Gresham would fall prey to their advances. That thousands would die there. He did not say when. I suppose this being's plans are being set in motion.
One being, right? One.
Underlings.
One being is responsible. Though, if they have help, I do not know.
Do you know where they will strike next?
No, but I know where they struck before. As I mentioned, they did not come from Everidge. Did not come from this planet. There was a place, really a tourist trap, Nothing more. Near the Amber Cliffs. You'll find a large crater, miles wide, that no one could ever explain it. It's just been there. This being came to our world, landed there. I do not think they are at their full power.
Oh, good.
I think when they crashed, it nearly killed them. I do not know much more, I'm afraid.
Do you know anything about something known as the hearts?
I can't say that I do. I'm sorry.
Does this have any connection to giants or maybe the Celestial Revolt?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I do regret that I would have known more had I continued under the watchful eye of the Watcher, but as soon as I had heard this, that South Gresham would fall, I felt I needed to do something. And I was disgraced, cast away. There is nothing much else I can tell you, but tread carefully.
I just wanted to ask, this Watcher of yours, would you consider him a god? Or is it an entity on this world?
He is powerful. Perhaps not in the realm of the gods. He does not act. He does not claim to have influence. Just sight. Just knowledge. I'm afraid I cannot help you much more. I would if I could.
Thank you. Probably good timing anyway. I'm not sure this will last for much longer.
Yes.
Thank you for all your help.
And thank you. I believe Willow will be much happier. Starts to head out of the corridor. You touch him and cast invisibility. You cast invisibility
Yes.
as you all head out.
Take my cloak back. Don't forget that.
Yeah, that suck. Back to the prison then, I guess.
We'll head back through the city.
As we're walking, we're gonna pull Malik aside. Malik, I think I have an idea. But if I'm right, whatever this being is, we've dealt with its handiwork before. I think the majority of what we've encountered has been because of this being. Do you remember back in Opaz, the first thing we did, we went against the Myconids, who were regarded as a peaceful people, right? But they were hostile. Just like the wildlife in Makupuni randomly started attacking everything.
Oh, I'll do one better. Remember the vision we had when we went to the Myconid colony?
Not really.
With a large rock falling down from the skies.
Bruh.
You all had seen as the Myconids had released their spores upon you, an asteroid falling behind mountains.
Dang, bruh.
Yeah.
I think everything that's happened has been because of whatever this thing is.
Yep.
Holy shit. Holy shit, wait.
Our DM, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, what
He's a
foreshadowing?
god.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man.
Damn.
If we're right.
Like, it's
We
like,
are.
it was
Actually, another
He's like,
asteroid.
yeah, it was a different asteroid.
Oh my god! That's good, that's good.
So,
Yeah.
this is, dude, we're living up to our intelligence scores. It's amazing.
Yeah, I know, right? We actually remembered something.
Good RP.
So am I, so.
Me too.
8.
Me too.
Okay. Yeah, I actually agree with you. That doesn't seem much to matter. I mean,
Well, the rest of it, I have a theory. Not as solid as that. But, when I got this ring, remember how we had the feeling that it had been almost like drained of its magic?
Yeah.
What if whatever that being did, since it was weakened when it landed, it was draining life force or something to try to power itself up? And that's what happened to all those people.
that's a fair idea, but we probably would have found some other corpses along the way, I just think.
I don't know.
Valid idea, though. And I think that's probably what happened. Why would they attack during one of the major, like, congregations of people? They
More
wanted to kill
people, the merrier.
Yeah, they wanted to kill as many as possible. My one thing is, how does this thing have so much power?
Well, if that's what it did, not even at full power.
Yeah.
Who knows what it could do now, or you know, when it gets charged up again.
It leveled a whole city with a flick of the wrist. It's not really in our wheelhouse here. Put a stop to that. Now we'll see, I guess. We gotta worry about what's happening right now.
Okay.
Should we make our way back to the prison?
You all head through the city.
This is pretty good.
As you all head through the city and you're about to the outer walls, you hear, wait, coming from Garnet. Just let me bask in the sun for a moment longer.
Okay, buddy.
I
Detect
don't
magic.
let
Oh, I
go.
can't. Wait, that doesn't work.
I don't let go of him, but
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
I think he's being honest.
I think so too. Just as a kid, just as a kid.
About
Precaution.
We need
30,
an announcement.
30 seconds pass. Thank you again. He starts to step forward as you all head into the prison. It's a similar procedure you go through. Once again, no one really asks questions as you show your paper. They seem to trust you. They take the same weapons as before, as you kind of hand Miria's weapons through the backpack once again. Samson, I'll take you back.
Thank you.
You head up the same passageway. Key slides down. You see, as you walk towards the cell, the form of Garnet, head in hands, almost bawling, kind of rocking back and forth.
Is Samson with us?
Yeah, I'm gonna-
Samson's with you.
Yeah, nice.
I'll give you a
Yeah,
When you
private
said-
just a
conversation
minute.
as he steps outside.
Thank you.
And drop invisibility.
Alice?
We're back. Early.
Alice? What happened?
Do you know about a wall? Something about a wall?
I know a lot about walls.
I was like, there's one right there.
Be a little more specific.
Can I get out of here, please?
Yes.
Yep.
Come here. Come here.
Of course.
Just-
It's still unlocked, right?
Go and roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's locked it. So as you kind of like, you kind of put like a
Security.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
who would check?
No, true.
It's been like an hour or two.
Also,
No.
the guy's a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you step out and Garner replaces you, you give him back his robes.
And I drop back into Alice.
I thank you for your help.
Thank you for your help.
Hey, Malik, did you silent image Alice when we were coming in?
Actually, no, I didn't.
It's fine.
I
They
assumed
won't.
you did.
They won't.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's fine because
If you
the
wanted
difference
to.
is just I don't give him the weapons. That's it. Right?
What?
The difference. Oh wait. If I don't silent
Then
image her
she
in.
would come out.
Okay.
I assumed you
I
did. I
assumed.
assumed it was a similar
Yeah.
procedure.
It's like, wait,
Alice, are you okay?
Yeah.
I didn't expect, I didn't know that. I don't know if it's getting worse, but do you remember why why Mary is never around?
I do remember. Yeah.
Well, it happened again, but it wasn't Miria, it was Garnet. It was just someone else, and no one was around, and they all appeared and they said they asked why I wouldn't help them. I don't know what to do, but they said something about a wall. I didn't remember going to see this wall with the names of people who died. Everyone who died. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. But I need to go. I need to find it. Maybe Celeste is there. I don't know, but maybe they would go away.
Okay. Alice, I'm so sorry we left you here.
It's okay.
Did they make a memorial for people like that? Like a wall?
Like a
For
cemetery.
people like what?
Yeah, did they make it like a memorial? Like a wall
South
with the
Russian
names?
people?
No.
Probably not.
I mean
yet.
between the war, because I would know.
That doesn't sound particularly familiar, no.
We won't make you do that again, alright?
Okay.
I didn't know that that's who would be here.
I didn't know either.
Garnet, are you ready?
I'm ready.
that's it.
As the door,
Right.
you kind of like lock it back into place. Thank you once again. Make sure Willow gets to where he's gone.
We will.
Hey, last thing. There's a real chance we could get you out of here.
That's alright.
Would you?
I don't deserve it. Just stop this being before it slaughters more innocent people.
Oh. You're gonna stop.
Thank you for your help, Garnet.
You'll see the light of the sun again, alright?
I hope so. He sits back down, facing towards the back wall of the cell. Samson, the door falls. Samson. You all ready?
We have what we need.
Yeah.
Great. Well, if you just follow me, Garnet will, go get your dinner a little later. Heads back out. The door slides back up. As you see, Garnet doesn't look back. He's resigned to his life in this cell. As the door locks back into place. You all head back down to the lobby. They hand back your equipment. The warden comes out. Well, I hope you've got everything you needed.
This was very helpful, thank you.
Yes.
It's good to hear. I asked what it is you're exactly doing.
No.
I suppose the high priest business is none of my business.
Nice.
Yep.
Thank you.
Have a good day, sir. I'll leave you.
You as well. He slams the door shut. You head back out into the city. It's afternoon. You're headed back to where Flightless and Willow are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as you notice, as you look around, Flightless is not.
Yes. Alice.
Good.
About
He's
flies.
alright, everything's fine.
Yep.
He's safe, and he made a friend, And
Yeah, they can do the hint things like you can.
Oh, we're actually
That's
on our
good.
way there. Let's. We should go talk to them now.
And yeah, Flightless has something to tell you himself.
After that, I believe we have much to discuss.
We
do.
do.
Okay.
Isn't Flightless also like 20 something?
No, he's like 2. No, he's not 2.
He's
He's like a boy.
11.
He's younger.
He's like a boy.
It's
Boy.
He's a
Yeah.
kid.
Boy.
boy.
So let's make our way back to the where
Spilling
Willow-
cards at
sorry,
you.
sorry.
Okay.
North. We're looking for a large blue house.
Well, you're going back to
No, 'cause
Willow
we
and
didn't go
Flightless.
there.
Oh,
waiting,
right.
So he could just take you.
Yeah.
He didn't go there yet.
As you all head back through the corridor and like start to head into the tunnel.
Oh, we need to call out.
Willow.
Wait, stop.
You hear. Go ahead, come in. You all crawl back through this dark, just dank like traps
Yeah,
and
can I
things.
be
Yeah,
behind
just right
Blanc for
through
this
here,
one?
Alice. It's kind of cramped.
Yes, you're behind Blanc. And you all come back out into the small room.
Damn.
We're ready to go if you are.
Go where?
As you all kind of crawl back through
I can't.
out into the corridor. Willow's, Miss Reinbach is this way. And he sees that you're a little shaken. She has a very nice home. I think Flightless will be very happy. You all head through the northern parts of town. The crowds are rather loud around you, but for the most part, your group stays pretty quiet. As you head through a few streets, down some residential roads, it's a large set of white stairs that lead up to a blue 2-story home. Very nice windows, a tiled roof, a white front door. Willow knocks. Miss Reinbach? A half-orcish woman opens the door. Oh, Willow! And I see you brought friends.
Hi.
Hello.
We're friends of Willow's daddies.
Oh, no need. He's let me know.
Oh, okay.
Who's living?
Wow, what?
Cool.
Assume it was like,
Some
if
time
I were to
passed.
ever just...
Yeah.
If I would ever disappear,
Come
6
on in.
people are gonna show up with my child.
And I see you brought a friend. His name is Flightless. Oh. Well, great. And Flightless starts to head up the door. Well, unless you all need anything else.
Oh, well, I think Flightless might be staying with you, but I just wanted to let you know that Flightless can't hear. So please let him stay with Willow so that he knows what's going on.
All right.
And if you show them anything or teach them anything, make sure he can see really well. And please just make sure that he's okay.
Well, great. I think I can handle that. I'll make sure he feels like the other kids.
Thank you.
I think they'll both be very happy here. Yeah, she takes Willow
Let's just
inside.
roll like one inside check on this
And
one.
she seems like very, very kind.
15.
She does. She seems very kind.
Show me.
She seems, I mean, like her whole job is
She's
to.
like, I could just eat you.
She has a home of children. You hear like children playing further back in the house. She takes Willow inside and beckons to Flightless, and he kind of nods to her, and they both walk inside, but Flightless stays out near the stairs.
It might be.
And she and Flightless comes up to Alice.
Wait a second.
There's some good memes to be made. There's some good memes to be made of Blake's and the faces we make.
What's happening?
Neither.
I have ideas.
I
Is
give him a
Kasha
big
crying
hug.
too?
No, she doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Flightless's wings like wrap around you, and he like pulls you very tight, and you feel warm in his feathery embrace, and he lets you go.
Rock on, little bird.
As he steps back inside.
No, it doesn't.
As he steps,
Free bird. now.
he steps inside the door, and you see him wave his wing before closing it behind him.
Just so Alex knows, what did he say to make Katie cry?
I don't know.
Both of you
Gave
cry.
me a name.
He gave her a sign name.
Oh,
That means
Oh.
what?
What does that mean?
your
So
name
instead of
Dora
spelling
the
your name every
Explorer.
time.
Yeah.
Oh, I
it's-
see.
Give her a sign.
It's a really big deal.
Oh.
Cool. That's dope.
Damn.
I'm gonna promise you right now. Next time I come to Brooktown,
He's dead.
I'm gonna fly him up like 200 feet.
Gee,
Don't ruin this
Gee, it's your birthday. If you said that on any other day,
You be dead.
Okay.
I know where you live.
So now what? We don't really have direction.
You should probably
The
check out the
Amber-
crater, or we could just go to Mokopuni. I really want to go to Mokopuni.
We're not going to Hawaii.
Really want to go to Mokopuni.
Well, now that we know it's related,
I just have a hunch.
say that to everyone else who didn't hear that
You wait.
before.
It's
We're on the coast. But we need like a ship.
You don't have a shit.
And we do have a ship.
Do we have a
We don't.
We don't have a ship.
I look over
Last
the
time I
side.
You look over to the side
There
where you
is an
had,
entire
where
harbor of
you had
ships.
seen it
Yeah.
leave.
What? Oh no, I was expecting like the guy was like, "You're gonna find me when you."
Yeah, is he chilling there?
Is he just chilling there?
No, damn.
No, he's-
If you think hard
The
enough,
tent
you just appear-
spawns.
He's just like in the corner. Like,
You do not see
it's
a
like the
bird
rule
on
of
the shore.
requirement.
Can we find a place to talk?
You probably stay the
Sounds
night
like a
too.
good idea.
No, and probably stay the night.
You're actually pretty close to the northern edge of
Do
the
we have
town.
time to stay tonight?
I think so. We in a rush?
We need to be in a rush. It's
What
like-
else we have to do?
Oh no, it's okay. We don't have to go like check out that crater or anything.
No.
We're not gonna make it there in a
Just-
day.
I
May as
don't-
well sleep.
yeah. I mean,
Hermit.
I don't. Okay. Yeah. No, we shouldn't move towards it at all. Actually. That's a
no.
terrible.
He just
idea.
wants to get to Shelburne.
I don't want to
Yeah.
go to Shelburne.
He just wants to go to
Get to Shelburne.
Shelburne.
That's like so low on my priority.
We'll get to your arc
Screw
eventually.
your family.
We'll get to Blitz's arc eventually.
Blitz
Oh
arc,
my
blitz arc.
God.
What time of day is it?
It's late afternoon. Probably about 4
Let's
o'clock.
find a
Blitz arc,
place.
blitz arc.
Let's find a tap.
Oh
Let's
my
find
God.
an inn
Let's
where we
deal
can
with
sit and talk and
Yeah.
get rooms for the night. How does that sound?
Any cool
Sounds
buildings
great.
around?
I guess I'm just
no,
a
they
little
all-
stressed about time.
These buildings don't really
I'm
have
sure
like
you know
names
why,
on the
Blunt.
front, but you see like little like
Of course,
signposts.
But I mean, it's late. We're not gonna
Yeah.
go
Stuck
out.
out
We don't have a
in the
carriage
front,
even.
So this is true.
Sure, we have nothing.
We
Let's
can't
just,
move.
let's just at least think about how we are getting out of here.
Yes, we should go
Yes.
discuss what we're gonna do next.
If you could put a con on the guides to dock about time.
We're gonna have to talk
I don't
You
actually.
could simply steal a ship.
regardless.
We could steal a ship, but well, let's talk.
We're walking and talking.
Let's find an
Bro.
Just
Can I look for an inn?
perception.
Why are you percepting?
Perceptive.
Perception.
Why are you perceptive?
Why are you percepting? Why are you perceiving?
Close them. Right now.
Dirty 20.
Dirty.
Dirty 20. Yeah. So you find a
Yeah.
quaint little building. It looks like almost like a bed and breakfast. And it's called the Nervous Nelly Inn. And it has like a signpost stuck out front, it's like some pretty shallow stairs.
Cute, actually.
And it's like a faded pink building. And you walk inside, and there is a very old halfling woman who's in like a white, like flowing little like dress. Hello. And she has like glasses that are kind of like a little chain wrapped around them. Welcome. Are you all looking for a room?
We were hoping for like multiple, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How many would you need?
Well, depends. How big are the beds?
How much?
Would you say they're 2
plenty.
feet by 6 feet?
They're plenty big for a big man like you.
Oh.
What is it with these innkeepers?
I don't know.
And she like goes to the back wall and gets some keys.
How much will it be to stay here for a night?
2 gold for each room.
Dirt cheap. Get that out of the party fund.
Oh yeah.
So 6
6
gold.
6 0.
You only
in
have
2
6
rooms?
of you
We
now.
have
Should have
31.
Like 100.
We have 31 in the party
because we bought
Okay.
the boat. Or
We have
So
31.
as she passes out the keys, they're all on the first floor.
Okay.
As you all go into your
Stairs.
separate rooms for the night. Are you all doing anything before you go to
Yeah,
bed?
let's talk in the morning. Let's go to bed.
Are we gonna?
It's like
Some
8
pretty
o'clock.
important
I mean,
information.
No,
Yeah,
it's
we'll we'll meet downstairs first. I bet.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
it's like 8 o'clock. I can't
Let's
go to
do
sleep
that.
right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we
so
should-
everyone gather around.
So
We're huddled in the middle of the night.
We're at a table, but just
She's the only one in. She grabs a book and starts to
keep your voices down, just in case.
I'm gonna
Just meet at a
I'm gonna
table.
cast silence centered on her, so she's deaf until
Okay.
she can't hear.
She doesn't even
I want to
notice.
cast power word
Until she,
kill
like-
on her.
You see her like,
Just make sure.
like she coughs and it's like
Wait a minute.
She's like, oh,
Don't worry, I'll
my,
shoot her,
my
but-
hearing's all
Yeah,
just
yeah,
don't
she's
real
like,
quick.
oh my hearing, oh gone out again.
So
Normal.
we can speak freely. She's not going to hear us.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think the decision we have to make is if we want to check out Makopuni or check out the Amber Cliffs
But
first.
Blomf, maybe I should tell them a little bit about what happened on the ship.
What?
Go ahead.
That storm, I believe, was brought on by Valka. And he showed me a vision of some kind. I'm used to what he did, but not exactly then he did it. He is fighting off this otherworldly creature, in short, along with Miliki. The goddess of old goddess of the forest, I presume, and he said something. What's his name? Garnet said something about draining the life force. I believe it is not just people. It is the wildlife in the oceans, and specifically on this part of the continent. I believe the problem is even bigger than we originally thought, even with what happened in South Gresham. But we do have allies in the form of Valka and Miliki at the least. But
Those
they
are
seem
powerful
busy.
allies.
They're at the limit, so I don't know what we are going to do, but I can barely get a response from Valka. He is exhausted, frustrated, even a bit out of his own league, I suppose. I believe, and he said that this alien, I guess, connects it all and is destroying us. But I was hiding it just for a second. I didn't want to stress anybody out, but now I feel like that is not important.
Well, Malik and I have developed a bit of a theory. Do you want to start?
Yeah. You guys remember the little Myconic colony when we all met each other? It was like the first little thing we did. It was nice. We all had a vision that day. Remember? Big rock
Yes.
into the mountains. Doesn't that sound a little similar to the story Granitones? Granite. Yeah.
Suppose, yes.
It sounds almost the same. Yeah. He's probably they're probably about the same thing, about this being. And in his words, he said, "This being is sowing the seeds of chaos in the continent," and I'd assume the whole episode of the Myconids would count as Bit of chaos, would you say?
Yes.
That was a bit of chaos.
And Nightingale, way back when. Well, I mean, in game, that's like a month ago.
Not even.
Something like that. Not even a month ago. Before we went, she told us that the Myconids were a peaceful people. When we got there, it was very different. So what my guess is, whatever this being is, it may have turned them hostile and did the same thing in Mokopuni when we learned that the wildlife was acting out against the people.
It'd be the same thing, right? They'd be using Myconids to kill the people of Opaz. Get all the people of Opaz, I don't know, turn them into Myconids or something. They march down into Inkberry.
Not sure.
There's a lot of deaths. If we didn't stop it, of course.
I can see how that would be the start of it all.
Seems like there's a connection there. When I got this ring, which now has some magic, when I first picked it up, it felt as if the magic it had was gone, and now it's returned, but my best guess is whatever this being is, Garnet said that it nearly died and probably lost most of its power. It's probably sacrificing all these people to fuel itself back up, and if that's what it's capable of, with not its full power.
And
even now it is overpowering.
Yeah.
Very powerful beings.
It can take two old gods at the same time.
Alice, I have a question. Has this occurrence with Celeste being missing ever happened prior to us meeting?
No, but she's the only one. Shade and Anima are still here. It's just her.
Who?
Anima? She's with Piety.
Oh.
Okay.
I was just wondering if this was also maybe bleeding into other...
I've seen Celeste maybe once, almost twice since she left. She had something tied around her ankle, and I don't feel as if she is being drained away like power, like you've been saying. It's more like she's been taken away by something else and forced to stay there. But I don't know where that is.
This chaos invades my visions. It is a black and purple something that seems to take up more of my visions the more I have them. Whatever it is winning. And I believe we should do all we can to stop that from happening.
Going to have to get a lot stronger for that to happen.
I agree. Because that is what I was tasked with.
To be fair.
I would need your help.
Of course. That's how you think then. It sounds like we're going to Makapuni. Put an end to whatever's happening down there. We don't have time to investigate the crater.
It would take a lot longer to get to the crater. I agree.
But yes, but wouldn't we want to see where it came from?
Well, I think I'm going to report what we think is going on to some of my allies, see if they have any advice or idea of what to do next. That might help us make the decision.
Ask about a wall. Something to do with a wall.
Okay. I'm going to take out my book while everyone's talking and just start writing.
As you all kind of sit in this inn and discuss what steps to take next, and you writing in your book, that is where we're going to end today's session.
Dang.
My head
Horrible.
hurts. My brain hurts.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Please let me call in.
Thank you so much for watching
Jacob.
episode 15, part 2. If you enjoyed this content, please leave a like and let us know down in the comments, and consider subscribing. Oh, and if you haven't joined our Discord, the link to that is down in the description. What are you doing? That place is great. Go join it.
It's really great.
And as we've mentioned before, we are trying our best to get miniatures and terrain for when we return. And so to do that, we need your support. Our Patreon link is down in the description. If you could support us on there, even just a few dollars a month, that would be really appreciated and would help us out a lot. But other than that, have a great rest of your evening. And as always, remember, friends who crit together, stick together! Bye!